Stranger Things 2.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, we just look so young.
I was very nervous.
This is a funny scene.
There were some moments where I was kind of like, will this hurt their feelings?
But it was so much fun.
You ready? Let's do this.
Chapter 1.
Mad Max.
Chapter 2, Trick or Treat. Free.
Chapter 3, The Polywog.
Chapter 4, Will the Wise.
Chapter 5, Dig Dug.
Chapter 6, The Spy.
Chapter 7, The Lost Sister.
Chapter 8, The Mindful.
Chapter 9, The Gate. Get ready to meet a new face with...
Chapter 1, Mad Max.
Ah, this must be our new student.
I think this was like maybe the second or third scene I ever shot on Stranger Things. And I was very nervous.
I remember
Just the Halloween season that we got to have with Sadie during the early process and like during like the chemistry reads and stuff.
But I had to play it so cool because she was full of angst.
Maxine.
It's Max.
Sorry?
And I was so excited about that to like be a part of the audition process for when they were finding Max.
The boys were always so full of energy and funny and made me feel very, very welcome. So after the first couple of scenes, I felt a lot better. Max definitely has a lot more edge than Sadie did.
What are you working on?
Okay, of course.
Who's Zombie Boy?
Me.
Did someone call you that? Hey, you can talk to me. You know that, right? Whatever happened?
Wow, no, so cute and little.
My voice was so...
It's like there's something wrong with me.
What are you
I
talking
feel like it
about?
definitely works, the Byers family. Like, we also have such chemistry with each other. I love my scenes with Charlie. I think that brotherly relationship is so nice. And also, that relationship definitely translates off screen.
You know, season 2, obviously, you see that relationship. Will comes back and you see the family a lot more with something very natural about there's such a child in it that it's like you feel kind of protective. It wasn't like too hard to stretch the imagination.
But what? Do you want to be normal? Do you want to be just like everyone else? Being a freak is the best, right? I'm a freak.
Is that why you don't have any friends?
I have friends, Will.
When I meet fans, that's the one like line that they bring up a lot. Like, I'm a freak, being a freak's the best. It's nice, it's such a lovely little written scene. It just really shows their dynamic.
Hey nerds, got your Ghostbusters costume ready to go?
Stranger Things 2, Chapter 2, Trick or Treat, Freak.
Adorable, baby! Just adorable!
You are such a nerd.
Shut up, Erica.
Just the facts.
Yes, I remember this. Oh my God, I look so young. She's basically just like saying snarky remarks in this, you know, she's being sassy, being a typical little sister, but I look so young. Like, I was 9 when I did this. I did this in like 5th grade. It's really fun tapping into a side where I do show attitude, but there were some moments where I was kind of like, will this hurt their feelings, you know? But then I kind of had to think, well, they're actors. They know I'm acting. I'm not a mean person with the attitude. Erica was only supposed to be a one-time thing, and then they ended up writing me where they could or where it made sense to. In season 3, I became series regular.
Oh, I remember this. This was so much fun with the Polaroids.
All right, that's the last one.
No. There were so many cute Polaroids of the kids. And isn't it crazy that Finn went on to be in Ghostbusters? I don't think that was even on the horizon then. Wow.
We gotta go!
I love that there were all these holiday aspects to the show. The sort of like glee and dread of the kids having to dress up in the costumes was delightful.
I remember this in the trailer, and people thought something bad was gonna happen. And it ended up being this. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone thought that I was looking at like a demon coming from the tree line.
I know.
You know what about that pic? There's a picture of us in that, and my patukas looks insane.
It just looks insane in the...
You'd think that, like, I'd get used to, like, where to put my hands in a take,
But
and it's just gotten higher. Like, it just, like, I always think, I'm like, I gotta stand normally. Let me put my hands on my hips, as if anyone does that in real life.
Was this when the extra said hi to you?
I remember that. That was really funny, where, like, we were walking past, and there was somebody who was back on acting in the school. There was a lot of kids, and some of them were pretty stoked that they were getting to do the show. And I think one of them tried to, like, say, like, hey, what's up, and give me a high five. But what happened was they just grazed my hand and went, hi. I was like, oh, hi.
Actually,
We weren't stalking you.
No, we were just concerned because, you know...
Well, I did that rub eye thing on purpose, too. Lucas is a weirdo.
Is that why you're wearing proton packs?
I always felt so connected to Max. I knew that I was really meant to play this role, but I was still so nervous. And every time I went in for an audition, I was like, oh God, like, is this gonna be the time that they told me I'm cut?
This was a fun scene. I love working with Gaten. But yeah, Sadie's so great. I feel like it's just like supernatural. This is how we are just in real life.
I went in for the chemistry read with Caleb and Gaten, and I think we did do this scene.
Such an honor to go trick-or-treating with you.
Yeah, I mean, we know where to get the full-size candy bars. We figured you'd want in.
That's presumptuous of you.
That's presumptuous of you. There was a question of whether or not I was too tall or something. We just got to talking, and I was like, oh, we're just kids at the end of the day, acting like normal kids. It felt right. It was the perfect fit. And I just remember walking away from that and thinking, like, this might work. I think I might be doing this scene again.
You're new here, so you probably don't have any friends to take you trick-or-treating. So, you'll come?
He's like, nah, she just dubbed us. One thing about Lucas, I think he knows when it's a dub. And he's like, yeah, she just dubbed us. It's a dub, bro. Let's get out of here.
Is it bad? Lucas, is it bad? Lucas?
Okay, this is Stranger Things 2, Chapter 3, The Polywog. Let's watch this thing.
It's a simple question. Am I in or out? I was really mad because I had practiced very hard to learn how to do this stunt.
Damn.
And then they used my stunt double because they were worried I was gonna get hurt. So I was very upset, but it's valid.
It's like a magnet or something pulling on my board. I know that sounds crazy.
Magnet, eh? Who could that be?
This is one of my favorite scenes because I love Max and Mike's dynamic so much. I also was so scared because I knew the fans were gonna hate me. They're like, oh, they think I'm gonna ruin Mike and 11.
That was one of the first scenes I ever had with Sadie. We were all really excited for a new person to come and spice things up.
I love acting with Finn, and we barely get to do it. Like, I feel like our characters never really have that much work together.
I grew up skateboarding and stuff, so we used to skateboard together, and it was awesome.
I had never been on a skateboard in my life before I started playing Max, so I had to learn for the show. I got pretty comfortable on it, but I really didn't like it all that much. I think once you are kind of forced into doing something, maybe it's not as fun. Luckily, I haven't gotten the skateboard out as of recent seasons because there's not much time to skateboard when we're fighting Demogorgons.
I think some of the best episodes of the show are season 2, and we're excited to sort of like open the world up a little more, and the Duffers had more money as filmmakers to be able to do crazier stuff, getting into blockbuster movie mode.
All right, guys, let's check out season 2, chapter 4, Will the Wise. I love this hair and this outfit. It's so sad. I think that scene is just so heartbreaking because the one person she knows she's related to and knows that she's meant to have in her life, because she sees Mike has a mom and she sees like Will has a mom and she knows she has one, and that the fact that she's not there anymore is like heartbreaking.
This is Stranger Things 2, Chapter 5, Dig Dug.
It's like he's reaching into Hawkins more and more. And the more he spreads, the more connected to him I feel.
Oh, I remember this scene.
I can't believe, like, now doing this season, this character just does not get a break.
I didn't even really know it was there.
Oh my goodness.
It's like when you have a dream and you can't remember it unless you think really hard. It was like that.
I remember pieces maybe of that day. No, it was amazing. So good.
Will was forever changed after that day where he was kidnapped into the Upside Down.
He's tapped into this thing that is so unlike the world and him, that's so disturbing.
Don't you think it's weird? Aw.
What?
That we only seem to hang out when the world's about to end?
It's not going to end.
Feels like
Those crazy kids.
Still have yours?
So this scene was originally written differently.
Yeah, mine's bigger.
Congratulations. Thanks. We were like, it feels like it needs. I can't remember what it was. It didn't have the scar thing in it.
Can't remember which hand it was on, to be honest. But yeah, they healed very well somehow. To us.
All I can keep thinking about is like, wow, we just look so young.
A nice moment. I think we had the idea to like call back to that at the end of season 3, I believe.
Will needed me. Steve.
But wow, so young. Gosh, we're both so young.
Like only a month.
I want them off.
We're gonna watch Stranger Things 2, Chapter 6.
The Spy. Woohoo! To Taking Down the Man.
Taking down the man.
I really had so much fun with Charlie and Natalia. They were very good hosts. I was very much a guest of this show at this time.
Oh, no. We can't.
Yeah, no, I've got to drive.
It's great that this was in the 80s because I am giving teenagers alcohol. But you know, that's what you did back then. It wasn't as big of a deal, you know?
I remember this so well. We shot it over a few days in this, in a different studio they'd set up.
Seeing that set really showed me and added so much to my understanding of who Murray is. It just was so meticulously crafted.
No, I mean, we're just friends.
Friends.
Sure. It was great to work with Brett in this space, you know. He's amazing, and he's a comedy genius.
Something to do with your dad.
What? No.
To see so clearly. You're harder to read. Probably, like everyone, afraid of what would happen if you accepted yourself for who you really are and retreated back to the safety of name. Name.
Steve.
Oh, Steve. We like Steve.
Yes.
But we don't love Steve.
What?
Murray is a seer, you know?
I mean, I do.
Murray, in all situations, even those in teenage love, sees the truth, sees what's going on pretty immediately. Doesn't take him very much time to notice what's actually happening and who people actually are. There's a pull-out sofa in my study if you want it.
But if I were you, I'd just cut the bullshit and share the damn bed.
Not everyone can have your perfect hair, all right?
It's not about the hair, man. The key with girls is just
The start of it all. Start of the duo.
oh man, look at Gaten.
This is my favorite scene of the whole season. I love the parallel it has to the first train track scene. They're at a crossroads. Both everybody there is kind of scared of what's to come, and they resonate with each other.
It's like before it's gonna storm, you know? You can't see it, but you can feel it. Like this, electricity, you know?
Like in the electromagnetic field when the clouds in the atmosphere.
No. Like a sexual electricity.
Oh.
Seldom do we get like pages of dialogue, but this is one of those moments, and it's just really fun to play something out like this.
So that's when you kiss her?
No, whoa. Slow down, Romeo.
It's such an ensemble effort because two characters that are so different from each other can relate to each other in a very comedic and endearing way.
And then also just working with Gaten. Even at that age, it was so clear his skill level and his talent and his natural charisma that he has.
Nancy's different. She's different than the other girls.
Yeah, she seems pretty special, I guess.
And I remember when we were growing up, we always just like were so excited when he was on set because he was like cool older brother. It's like Joe's here. He was always so funny, so nice to us, so talented.
The first opportunity in the show that I had that was kind of disconnected to the teen storyline, so I was really excited to be working with Gaten in sort of this odd couple relationship that we kind of developed throughout this season.
To be able to continue working with him in most of the show was the absolute gift, and he's just such a good friend.
You do 4 puffs of the Farrah Fawcett spray.
Farrah Fawcett spray?
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett. You tell anyone I just told you that, and your ass is grass, you're dead, Henderson. You understand?
It feels like the gravity of the situation, of Dustin learning this big secret. It feels like a real moment of connection, despite it being a very minute detail that really, I'm sure no one would have any issues with if I'm using Farrah Fawcett hairspray.
If you're kind of doing it with like a little wink at the camera, it doesn't play as well as when you just really do it kind of seriously and earnestly.
Farrah Fawcett? Really?
I mean, she's hot.
11 learns more about herself in Chapter 7, The Lost Sister. This was a cool episode. I love this episode. I loved filming this. It was so much fun.
Bitchin'. Bitchin'.
I felt like her inner badass is actually showing.
Chapter 8, The Mind Flayer. Let's do this.
Oh, Bob. No. Oh, I loved working with this man. I'm so sad they killed him. I remember Winona marching around base camp, yelling at the Duffers that they cannot kill Sean because she loved him so much and she loved working with him. And I echo that same thought. I'm so heartbroken that they killed him. He was such a good dad for Will. He needed that. Oh my God, this is gory. Oh my God. Yeah, that was pretty heartbreaking. I miss him. It's sad to see all the soldiers we've lost along the way, but you will be missed, Bob Newby.
The shadow monster.
Got Will that day in the
Oh,
field.
these drawings, they were good.
Props to Will's artistic chops.
It's underrated.
Great. His drawings are like sick.
Oh my God, look at Joe.
The shadow monster's inside everything. And if the vines feel something like pain, then so does Will.
And so does Dart.
Yeah, it's like what Mr. Carr taught us. The hive mind.
Hive mind?
Mr. Kark. Everyone wanted to look like 14-year-old Finn. I remember that. Like you were like peak 14-year-old kid look. Like you were that. My hair looked like
Like a carved onion?
yes, no, it looked like a mushroom. Like a perfect mushroom.
What if you still had it?
Yeah, and I'm completely serious.
Like the Mind Flayer. What? The Mind Flayer.
This big, shadowy spider in the sky.
It's the mitochondria of the cell.
It's the powerhouse. It's interdimensional creature that doesn't necessarily have a shape. This dust that goes throughout a lot of living creatures and has like one collective large mind. Through this mind, it manipulates these particles to do its bidding. And those particles can be in humans, they can be in monsters like demogorgons, they can even be in other living things that like carve tunnels out into an open world.
This is the best metaphor.
Analogy.
That's what you're worried about. Fine, but an analogy for understanding whatever the hell this is.
This is one of my favorite episodes.
In the scene, I was like, everyone has a weapon. Could I have a weapon? And they were like, yeah, you could have this candlestick. And they just gave me a candlestick from the table. And I really used it. There's been a running joke on set ever since this scene.
Him and his stupid ass candlestick.
There's me, scene 11.
There he is. There's the boy. This is classic. This is what it's been building up to this whole time.
And Steve's like, who the hell is that?
11 finally revealing that she is indeed alive, has indeed grown. It builds so beautifully. We all know it's coming, but to finally see it, it's so earned after so long. And it's just a beautiful little moment that I'm so happy that I was able to watch be shot, even though I'm just like standing in the back.
Those scenes were always so fun when like the whole cast was always in a room because it was obviously very chaotic and probably hard for the directors to wrangle all of us, but awesome to be able to talk with everyone and work with everyone in between takes. The only thing I can remember is the candlestick, honestly. It is like a heavy metal gold. Like even this year when we were talking about weapons, the Duffers were like, don't you just want the candlestick again?
Okay, here we go. Stranger Things 2, Chapter 9, The Gate.
This is a funny scene. Finn's face in the beginning is perfect. Just that, like, you good?
Hey, buddy.
Look at these kids, man.
He kicked your ass, but you put up a good fight.
You're okay, you're okay. This scene was so fun.
You're gonna keep straight for half a mile, then make a left on Mount Sinai.
What's going on?
Sadie with the game face.
She's driven before. Yeah, in a parking lot. That counts.
Oh my God.
We're gonna leave you behind.
No.
But I promised that you'd be cool, okay?
Whoa. What's going on? Oh my God! No! Slow down.
I told you he'd freak out.
Stop the car!
Shut up! I'm trying to focus. Hurry! Next Mount Sinai, make a left. What? Make turn left.
Like still how I drive to this day.
Joe was so funny this day. Finn could not stop laughing. Joe kept saying random bits and improving, and Finn could not hold it together. It was a great day. It was so much fun.
I completely forgot about that scene. It's such a good one. Very Mad Max.
I remember having all that makeup on for sure. I was really kind of beat up at that point in the show. The moment of me calling him Nancy.
Nancy?
An improv on set that we ended up keeping because it was kind of funny.
Caleb at that age, like, that was his scream.
I know that scream. It's a very high-pitched scream.
Yeah. Like, that was just the register that he was able to scream at. It's so good.
I can't even do it anymore. It was an iconic scream. I used to do it a lot on set just to have fun, and I'll be like, ah! They're like, who is that? I'm like, Caleb. I can scream that loud. No one could do it. And they put it in, and it was great.
Yes, very physical. Oh, this one I do remember very well.
It's not working. Mom, are you
Oh
listening?
my God. It's crazy because we're filming in this cabin now, and it's such a like throwback because I remember doing this there on like my last day of filming in season 2. I think this was my last day. All the screaming was really intense. I remember like sneaking these water guns onto set and having a water gun battle with the makeup designer, Amy. It was really rewarding because it was the last day of filming. Yeah, it's crazy to look back at.
Start. Classic. I remember this.
Trust me.
I thought it'd be so funny if he just pounced and killed me. I know it's not what happens.
It's me. It's your friend. It's Dustin. It's Dustin, right?
I think this is actually really interesting. It's like a weird little deep dive into the fact that, like, even though that these creatures are controlled by a collective evil hive mind, that there's like a bit of personality there. Like there's a bit of, I guess, a soul in these creatures somehow. It's like a human being, like raising like a tiger cub.
I've got our favorite.
And it was my first time working with a lot of CGI, and that was a bit of a challenge. That was really, really fun.
Eat up, buddy. Come on.
There was a guy with a stick that had a Demogorgon head taped to the end of it that we could all react to, so we had like a reference point of what it was doing and where it was moving.
I remember, so there was nothing there and we had to like, oh, they're bumping into you.
He gave such a personality to it too. Like as I was talking to Dart, he would like tilt its head. I was like, you don't gotta do all that. It was amazing. He like made Dart a legit scene partner. Rest in peace, Dart, because I really wanted him to stay alive so he could be my pet up until this season so that I could ride him into battle.
Well, let's go, let's go!
Filming in those tunnels was really fun. I remember we used dandelion seed to make spores in the environment.
Like that day, I remember Finn had a really bad allergic reaction to the dandelion spores that were floating around. And so from that point on, we had to use these like different spores.
Something to make the spores of the Upside Down in our environment, because I remember it looking really, really cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this was some back-breaking work lifting all these guys. It's just a real fun atmosphere on set. I mean, there's been a core group that has been there since the beginning, and to be a part of that has been like a real wild ride.
Very 80s hair.
Want to dance?
Very 80s, everything.
Come on.
This is so sweet.
Here.
closer.
It's like the first time since like the first season I actually had a scene with Nat, and it was really, really fun.
Gaten is one of the most talented actors I think I've ever worked with. He really just kills it every time.
All my brother's friends. You're my favorite.
I think everybody remembers that a school dance feels like life or death, and this is a really, really cute moment.
It's just so crazy seeing him and all the kids, when they were really, really young, because they've all grown up so much. So proud of them.
No ways up. You're gonna drive me nuts.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
Did the boys tell you about Fernanda?
We kept laughing at Caleb saying, Fernanda.
Why would somebody use that phrase?
Great read, Maya.
I just love that they wrote this for Karen.
Steve spends the whole season dressed like this. Huh? Have I despaired? No.
Our group is such an odd blend of characters.
That was such a fun season.